Hi, if you have just had a baby and you're wanting to breastfeed, you got to hear this video because hopefully this is going to help. So number one is, let me introduce myself. I'm a breastfeeding peer support worker. I became really interested in breastfeeding and wanting to support mums who have just had their babies and wanted to support people. So this is going to help. So all you mums out there who have just had their babies, who are thinking, oh my God, I've just got out of hospital, what am I doing? And oh, it's all a bit crazy and my baby's feeding all the time, and is this normal and is this not normal? Hopefully in the next 2 minutes I will put all your worries at ease, and it will make you feel much more at ease and that everything's going to be okay. So number one, it's to remember that human beings, we're mammals. We have the amazing ability to produce enough milk for like 6 babies. So like foxes and pigs and cows, we have enough milk when our milk comes in between 3 and 5 days after you've had your baby. They will feel big like footballs, and they'll feel swollen, and they might feel massive, and you might even have to express just a little bit of milk off the top if they're really uncomfortable. But that is a clever way that Mother Nature has made, that your body has made enough milk, so if you have had triplets, if you've had twins, your milk will then adjust over 6 to 8 weeks after it realizes that you may have only had 1 baby and not 2 babies and not 3 babies. And it takes 6 to 8 weeks for your milk to adjust in your boobs, to get into a rhythm and a pattern of how much your baby's feeding, and then you'll see them decrease and they won't be big and swollen just as your milk comes in. So that's going to take about 6 to 8 weeks. And I would say don't introduce a bottle too early within those 6 to 8 weeks, because your body's adjusting to how much milk you have. And when I say bottle, I mean like expressing your milk into a bottle, and you don't really want to confuse your body. Okay, number 2. Don't worry about your healthcare visitor. She's going to come and see you a lot of the time to come and weigh your baby. But if you're worried and she's saying that your baby is a little bit low on the weight, just remember that they're there to support you, but also that the guidelines are there, as they've looked at lots and lots of babies. But sadly, in our culture, we're not really looking at the sheets for a breastfed baby. We're looking probably for a sheet that is a formula-fed baby, so they gain weight quicker. And so breastfed babies grow at a slower weight and they put on weight slower. But they will be wanting to come back and see you regularly. So don't worry, just keep on feeding, and gradually, it might take a bit longer, but the weight should level out. So please don't worry and don't get too hung up on this. Just know that they do grow at a slower rate and they're putting on weight at a slower pace than a formula fed baby. But sadly, I do think that the marking system of the weight thing is actually probably geared more towards formula fed babies. Sadly, we are the lowest rate of breastfeeding in the world. So okay, and number 3, remember that little tummies need feeding often. Over 24-hour periods, they will feed loads. You got to think they have tiny tummies and they've been fed on an umbilical cord, so they do need to feed often and frequently within 24 hours, and you'll find that. And just keep going. That's you're just producing all that great milk. Also, if your nipples hurt, check your latch and know that your breast milk has an anesthetic in there to help any discomfort. So if after a week, just rub a bit of your breast milk on there, remember it has that pain anesthetic in there that can help, and rub a bit on, and go back to your hospital, go to find a breastfeeding support worker. Look on Google if you're concerned about your latch. And number 5, the most important thing, so I'm going to wrap this up with, is that A lot of people give up breastfeeding because they think that they haven't got enough milk because their baby's feeding all the time. Your baby's feeding all the time because they're making all that milk. And the more stimulation at your breast, the more milk you're going to make. So just remember that the more comfort that they feel from the breast, so they're feeding, they're using it for sucking, using it for sleeping, using it because they're crying. So it's the thing that's going to soothe everything and make your levels of stress, if you're feeling, worried or whatever. But it's just a really beautiful thing between you and your child, and you can just sit down, relax on the sofa, take it easy, and know that they're feeding and they're making all that milk, and that's exactly what they're doing. More stimulation at the breast, the more milk you will produce. So just remember, it's not because they're not getting enough milk, which is why a lot of people stop, because when I talk to other women, they say, but I thought I didn't have enough milk. It's not that you don't have enough milk. It's that the human body needs to have that stimulation of the nipple so that your body can make enough milk. Okay, hope this helps. Keep going, ladies. Keep going, you mums. You're doing awesomely well. Okay, hope this helps. Bye.